Hi guys, how are you all? Today program is remove the consecutive duplicate character and the problem statement is given a string D, remove all the consecutive duplicate characters of the string and return the resultant string. And in the test case one, the input is Preeti, Preethi and double I. The output we need to print as Prethi. Here two E's are coming consecutively, right? Adjacent. So one E should be cancelled. So we need to print only E. Two I's are coming consequently. We need to print one I. Okay. And the input test case 2 is double D, double E, double F, G, H, D, E. And the output should be printed as single D, single E, one F, G, H. But D, E can be printed, but it is not in consecutive, right? So it should be printed like this. Let's go to the explanation part. We need to take one string input. See, n is equal to input of. In order to store output as a string, we need to take like this two output variable output with empty semicolons need to be taken. Like at least empty list is taken. Here empty string is taken, and we need to go to the loop from zeroth index to length of the string. That means we need to use for loop here. We are all know that by using range function, if we use 0 to length of n, it will move only length minus one part. Start, stop. As I said in slicing, right? Here also the same phenomenon follows here in range function as like a start slicing range function. If you don't know that, please refer to the written explanation second video. You will get an idea how it will goes there. Okay, please refer the video. And if we need to check the consecutive elements, we need to check like this: if n of I double equal to n of I plus 1 here, like this. And if it is not there, if it is there, then skip the iteration. If it is not there in output variable, then print as output plus equal to n of I. That means output is equal to output plus n of I. If you not understand here, no issue. I will explain while executing the program. And we also need to check that if I double equal to length of n minus 1, that means last index, then we need to print the last variable as it is. Okay, last character as it is. I will execute and let you complete all the doubts. And see, I will give direct input Preeti. After that, I said to give empty string line in order to store the output. So I declare the string as output and I will store the output. Okay. We need to use for loop here because it will need to traverse one by one, right? We need to traverse one by one. As we need to traverse one by one, we need to use for loop. See, for I in range function is similar to the slicing functions there. Refer video 2 if you're not aware of it. We need to range length of n, means from 0 to length of n. Here what is the length of n? 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. 0 to 8 need to be sliced, but it iterates only from 0 to 7 because end one it is not taken here. So put colon, it will goes here. And if n of I, that means what is meant by n of I means if we use the range function, if we want here I becomes 0 1 2 3 4 5 6 like that. If n of I means n of 0 means capital P here is equal to n of I plus 1. If n of 0 is double equal to n of 1 in first iteration, then continue. That means if they are same in any iteration, then continue, means don't put in output. Else if it is not there, then put in output. Output is equal to output plus n. n of I. Then come out of for loop, print output. See, here string out index out of range will become. Here if n of I is equal to n of I plus 1, then index out of range will come. So what we will do is we will make another if else nested if we will write here. Because of this reason we will write another if. What we will write means if I is equal to, that means the number 0 1 2 3 reaches to length of n minus 1, that means last one. If it reaches to last one, that means if it reaches to 7, then what we want to do, output plus output is equal to output plus n of I. Okay, then this all goes to the else block. Make it to the else block here. Check it whether it is, see, otherwise indentation error will come. See, why I will use this, if I use like this then it will come, output will come, but why I use it I will explain you now. See, this is the loop, for loop for I in range 0 to length of n, that means 0 to 8, 0 to 8, but it will take output only 0 to 7 because length of n minus 1, right? So if I is equal to length of n minus 1, that means if I reaches to 7, 0 1 2 3 4 5 6 7, then output is equal to output plus n of I, last one need to be printed. Okay, and before from last one it is omitted, from till to here this one will check. If it is not there then it will check. If n of I, that means 0 0 1, it is not there, so it will print. Re not there, it will print in output. Double it is there, right? So only one e will be printed, and t will be printed, h will be printed, I will be printed, I not printed. So continue, go to the loop. It is 0 to 7 completed, so it comes out of the loop. So this is the case we need to be used. I hope you understand. Let's go to the bonus tip. See, I will explain here bonus tip. Along with that, I will explain range function also lightly. See, there are two ways to write the for loop. Let me take a list to write for loop. It consists of book, pen, paper, eraser, sharpener. The list consists of these items. To print items for I in A, that means here range function is not used. If range function is used, it will denote the indexes. It is not like, so it will denote items only. Okay, so this will be printed. Please, this is used in many writing programs. Please keep in mind. To print items with the help of indexes, how can we write means 0 to length of A, like this we can write. So if we use range function, then it denotes numbers. Okay, see here n of 0, like this it will take. Then see length of A here, sorry, here A. So A of 0, A of 1, A of 2, like that we need to take. And here indexes matters. If what happened if we print for I in range 0 of length of A, print I. Let me execute. See, let me denote one list. Book, pen, paper. Okay. See, if we want to print items without use of range function, what will do for I in A? Print I. Okay. See, book, pen, paper is printed. With the help of range function, if we want to print for I in range 0 to length of A, here start, stop is there like that. So what we want to print is print of, if you want to print items, okay, then we want to print what we are printing here. A is list. If you want, if S is a string, S of I, like that we want to print I. See, in middle we want to identify, right? So I am giving like this. Okay. See, this is for up one items. This is for by using range function. What will happen if we use range function and we don't do indexing? Let's check. Just for distinguishing bit, I did like this. For I in range of 0 comma length of A, print I. Let's see what will happen. See, 0, 1, 2 are printed here. That means here I is means 0 like that. If we put A of I only, then items will be printed. See, I hope you understood what is range function means. Range function takes start, stop. See, let me denote range of 0 to 5. Print A. Let's see what will it print. List of A. See, it will print 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. That means it will take n minus 1 only. Please keep in mind. Okay, if we put 2, what will happen? Let's check. See, 0 to 4, that means step increment. Like as in slicing concept only, range function is there. According to that, for loop is used. It is very important. So please keep in mind, it is used in many programs. While writing many written examinations, this is the main thing. Please keep in mind and make a notes also. Please subscribe my channel so that it will be giving a great encouragement for me to do more videos. Thank you so much. Please share, subscribe my channel and like also. Thank you so much.